It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And we are underway in Buffalo. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is the 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they let the throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has got 1/2 the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. This is 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Again, it's Cook. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he's been a workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Cook again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Williams drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This 2nd and 4. Rodgers again now. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They begin with a run by Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and and is not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen's throw taken in by Cooper here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cook up the gut.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
5 yards.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From midfield, here's Allen. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quentin Williams getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he'll find Hall. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This is 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Rodgers now on first down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Gregory Rousseau in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Forced out to his left.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Allen. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 47 yards.
And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:17 remains. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers.
This is caught by Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
And again, it's Rodgers.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now.
Rodgers going to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. Nobody's will think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
One last shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now we just have to deal with a snow-filled parking lot as we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm just looking forward to getting warm.